Um, well, thanks for the interview. It's very unusual for me. I never gave interviews. Now, I was born in Tashkent city. It's the capital of Uzbekistan. Um, and actually, I was born in the Soviet Union, so it's those times. And I grew up there, and I went to school, and I graduated from it's called the Tashkent Institute of Architecture and Construction. So I got my bachelor's and master's there in economics. In before college.
Yes.
Wow, I think among all the subjects, probably the most fascinating were mathematics, chemistry, and probably physics.
And why?
Why? Well, mathematics is because it's deterministic, is what I can now judge, looking back at what I was doing. You solve the equations and they work and you get excited. So chemistry and physics, chemistry was fun because of the teacher was showing the experiments and let us participate in the extracurricular activities. I remember we're burning sulfur, and I got the acid, and I was burning everything with the acid. In physics, our teacher was doing showed all the equipment, and we were able to get all this electrical schemes and networks and do all the stuff. I remember I was doing at home, really jeopardizing my life, pulling the electric wires, not isolated, into the socket. Almost got electrocuted by that, but I was trying to make those things, the lighters for the gas stove. To be honest, I wasn't interested in economics at all. I always wanted to be a medical doctor. As I always wanted to help people, and I was kind of curious how the organism and the body works, the brain especially. But my mom, who was a medical doctor, at that time when the Soviet Union collapsed, medical doctors didn't get good salaries, and so life was tough. So she said that, well, go to the school where you can get some future. So as an obedient son, I just obeyed and I went to economics major. Gradually, it didn't matter what I did in my life. If I did it okay and well, I really got interested in this. But I didn't get interested in it until I got into the Ph.D. program. All right. The number one book, of course, as a believer, and this is a powerful source of wisdom and guidance, is the Bible. It's not just my favorite book. I would say it's the number one bestseller in the world. So there's no other book that was sold in so many big numbers. I also like the life of Adoniram Judson. It's the biography book written about the first American missionary to Burma. It's a really nice book. It touched me a lot. Among the and I like history books. So the most recent book I've read was The Grapes of Wrath, written by John Steinbeck. Really touching and brings you back to those years, Great Depression, and what people were experiencing in the States. And another book, this is written by a Russian writer. It's called The Children of the Arbat. written by Anatoly Rybakov. Actually, it was written a long time ago in 60s, but it was published only in 1987, thanks to Mikhail Gorbachev, who allowed with the perestroika. This is a really nice book that brings you back to those years when Stalinism, and allows you to think and to reflect what people had and didn't have, actually, and makes you appreciate what you have now. Not really, but I do play some guitar. Yes, if that can be called playing, so. But I do like playing instruments. I like, let's just say that I like classical music, first and foremost. Then I like the gospel music. So the gospel music can actually come in different variations. It could be even rock gospel, it could be medleys, any kind of gospel music. And I guess Christian hymns, this is what I like too. Nothing can replace them. My favorite movie? Oh, that's a tough question because I have many. To name some, just a few of them. Okay, let's just say Lord of the Rings is number one. Really like this movie, even though it's the longest movie. You know, if you watch the trilogy, it's going to be what, more than 9 hours. I mean 10.5 hours, but I still enjoy it every time I watch it. The Chronicles of Narnia, especially the first part. This is the greatest, especially the last moments of that movie. The Braveheart with Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson actually screws up in real life with alcoholism, but he did really play nice, and I like, it's, again, the history of the Scottish people, and also Saving Private Ryan. As you see, I really like the movies about history and wars, civil war, revolutions, and stuff like that. I only speak 2 languages. I think I do speak them fluently, but you know what happens when you switch back and forth between the 2 languages? It's English and Russian. Actually, I realized I don't speak either language fluent enough now. So it's kind of detrimental, or it's I guess if I were to speak just one language, I would just be fluent in that one language. Now I can't say that I can speak any language fluently. So, but among those others, maybe I can speak some Uzbek. I tried Kazakh, but it just doesn't work well for me. Chinese, no doubt. I like Chinese food in all its variations, whatever flies, moves, crawls, except for the airplanes and the cars. I would eat pretty much everything. Let's say Korean, Vietnamese food, of course Uzbek food. I like Kazakh beshbarmak. I think this is the best because of a lot of meat in there. I do. I play soccer. I like soccer. I play basketball. I play volleyball. Try to play tennis, ping pong. I guess among the soccer team, I like the national team of Italy. I used to cheer for it, at least, in the past, but nowadays I just don't have any national team. Being from Boston, of course, my favorite teams would be Boston Celtics, it's the basketball team, and the Red Sox, baseball. So I guess those are the two my two favorite teams. It's hard to choose one, but I guess if I just summarize the way I perceive life and what I want from life, I would just maybe summarize in this one sentence. One life to live, so live it fully. This would mean that our life is short. It always reminds me of the time that I shouldn't waste, because there'll be no other chance on this earth. That question is hard to answer because of the things that I do not control. So I would maybe rephrase it. Instead of just saying why, maybe what for. I really love this place. It's a special place for me. It's not easy to leave this place. But I leave for a change. I live for other people who may need the help or whatever I can do for them. Whether I will come back or not, it depends on God and His will. So being obedient, trying to be obedient in everything. If God calls me back to Almaty or Kazakhstan, I will, without hesitation, come back. Just like without hesitation, I'm going to leave it. So it's just that I don't know the timing, when it's going to be, or even if it's going to happen ever. But we all hope that we can. This world is very small, so even if I don't come back, you guys come out and come and visit me. At the moment, the plan is to go to Myanmar. It's a new name for former name Burma. It's really in the ends of the earth. It's in the Southeast Asia. So I know you guys go traveling during your vacations. You go to Turkey. You go to Thailand. Actually, Thailand is right next to Burma or Myanmar. So if you don't mind, you can cross the border and come and visit there. Yes, being in the ISC is, I think it's a privilege. First of all, it's a privilege because not everyone can get in here. So people get selected. I myself participate in this selection process. So I must say that not everyone who wants to come here and study here actually doesn't come and studies here. So given that this is a privilege, I think the ISC students should take it with responsibility, because privilege always comes with responsibility. Now, being responsible is the first step of the students, becoming transformed and changed people. what I always emphasize in what I teach and in what I do in the INC is that you have to always strive for excellence. You cannot be perfect, nobody is perfect, but you should always strive for excellence. Excel in studying, excel in being diligent, excel in being a team member, excel in everything that you can. Don't give up. That's my other thing that I always tell the people to do, even if things seem impossible. Difficulties are good for you because they will make you stronger and better. Through the perseverance, you will become better people. Do your best always, and even beyond your best. Even if you think that you're doing your best, just tell yourself that you're not doing your best. Always strive for the beyond the best, because if you can do what is beyond the best, that means you haven't done your best so far. Again, be transformed, and I wish that after graduating from the INC, you will truly become a game changer for your country, for your community, for your family, for everyone who will surround you. And again, one thing that you do have to do well and learn here is learn how to learn. You're not just studying here, you're learning how to learn and discover and explore the things that you don't know, things that other people don't know, things that have not been discovered or explored so far. So always remember those things, and I think you'll do well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.